Hello children, welcome you again to this English teaching session. Hope you are all doing well by God's grace. Children, don't waste time. Time is fleeting, so make use of it. Revise every day what you have learnt in the previous classes. Pray to God every day and He will protect and cover you under His wings and prevent you from all dangers and sickness and will give you a healthy and prosperous life. Okay, let's continue with Shakespeare's drama, The Merchant of Venice. Before getting into the continuation of Act 2, Scene 2, let's recap Lancelot's soliloquy very briefly and a few conversation between Lancelot and his father Gobbo. Lancelot Gobbo is Shylock's servant. An inner struggle is going on in his mind between his conscience advising him to be a faithful servant and the devil tempting him to leave Shylock's service and take up service with Bassanio. The theme of conflict between the good and the evil is shown in this scene. Finally, Lancelot obeys the devil. The theme of racial discrimination is brought out in Lancelot's decision to run away because he runs away from his master Shylock, who was a Jew, and takes up service with Bassanio, a Christian. Okay, let's continue the remaining portion of Act 2, Scene 2. Let me read the lines and explain, children. Unless and until you follow the lines and the explanation very carefully, it will not be easy for you to understand the meaning of these dramatic verses. So, children, listen carefully. Now, Lancelot and old Gobbo are in a street in Venice. Without knowing that he is talking to his son Lancelot, Gobbo requested him to tell him the way to the old Jew's house. Gobbo wants to confirm whether Lancelot lives with the Jew, Shylock, or not. Old Gobbo is looking for the way to the Jew's house to go there to find out if his son Lancelot, who was working as a servant in Shylock's household, is still there. But Lancelot confuses Gobbo by giving him wrong directions to Shylock's house by saying, "Go to your right at the next turn, but at the next bend turn to your left," and so on. Gobbo addresses Lancelot as a young gentleman and asks him to tell him the way to the house of the old Jew master Shylock. When Lancelot meets his father, he insists repeatedly that he be called by his father, Master Lancelot, and not merely Lancelot. But Gobbo doesn't want to call Lancelot as master by saying, "Do not call master, he is the son of a poor man." In spite of being poor, his father is an honest man. Thank God he leads a good life. Later, Lancelot says to Gobbo that the young man, according to his fate or destiny, or the three sisters of the ancient Greeks, is dead. Children, I want to give one reference here, historical events about the three sisters. The three sisters in Greek mythology were the white-robed personifications of destiny. The three sisters were Clotho, who spun the thread of life, Lachesis, who measured the thread of life allotted to each person, and Atropos was the cutter of the thread of life. They were commonly known as fate or destiny. So Lancelot says that the young man, according to his fate or destiny, or the three sisters of the ancient Greeks, is dead. Or to say in plain words, the young man has gone to heaven. Okay, now from line 63 onwards. Gobbo: "Marry, God forbid. The boy was the very staff of my age, my very prop." Marry means by the Virgin Mary. May God forbid this to happen. The boy was the support in my old age, my only support. Gobbo, here children, Gobbo is fond of his son. When Lancelot tells him that his son is dead, Gobbo is shocked to hear it and laments that his son was his only support in his old age. Let Lancelot aside to himself, do I look like a cudgel or a oval post, a staff or a prop? Do you know me, father? Lancelot aside in himself, he was telling to himself, do I look like a cudgel? Cudgel means staff, stick, or a oval post. Oval post here refers to a post supporting a shed. Okay, staff or a prop, staff for a support. And later he was asking his father, do you know me, father? Don't you recognize me, father? That's the meaning. Don't you recognize me, father? Gobbo, alack the day, I know you not, young gentleman, but I pray you tell me, is my boy, God rest his soul, alive or dead? Alack means alas, the day I do not know. I do not know you, young man, but please tell me, is my son dead or alive? Wherever he is, may God give him peace. Okay, that's what the response of Gobbo. Later, Lancelot, do you not know me, father? Don't you recognize me, father? Gobbo, alack, sir, I am sand blind, I know you not. Means, alas, sir, I am half blind, I cannot recognize you. Lancelot, nay, indeed, if you had your eyes, you might fail of the knowing me. It is a wise father that knows his own child. Well, old man, I will tell you news of your son. Give me your blessing. Niels, truth will come to light. Murder cannot be hide long. A man's son may, but in the end, truth will out. These lines mean Lancelot tells that no, indeed. Nay means no, indeed. Even if your eyesight was good, you might not recognize me. That's the meaning for if you had your eyes, you might fail of the knowing me. Means even if your eyesight was good, you might not recognize me. It is a wise father that knows his own child. Means, for it is a wise father who recognizes his child. Well, old man, I will tell you news of your son. Means, I shall give you news of your son. Give me your blessing. Now Lancelot kneels before his father. Later, truth will come to light. Means, truth will reveal itself, and murder cannot be hidden for long. A man's son may hide things, but in the end, the truth will be revealed. Later, Gobbo, pray you, sir, stand up. I am sure you are not Lancelot, my boy. Later, Gobbo says that, please get up. I am sure that you are not my son, Lancelot. Gobbo, Lancelot, pray you, let's have no more fooling about it. But give me your blessing. I am Lancelot, your boy that was, your son that is, your child that shall be. See here, children, Lancelot says, please, father, let us not fool each other anymore. Now give me your blessing. I am Lancelot, who was your boy and is your son and shall always be your child. Now he is using the three tenses, past, present and the future. I am Lancelot, who was your boy and is your son and shall always be your child. For that, Gobbo, I cannot think you are my son. I cannot think that you are my son. Lancelot, I know not what I shall think of that, but I am Lancelot, the Jew's man. But I am sure Marjorie, your wife, is my mother. Lancelot says, I do not know what to say about that. I am Lancelot, the servant of Jew. Marjorie, your wife, is my mother. Here, Gobbo does not believe Lancelot's confession till he mentions the name of his mother. When Lancelot tells him that he is his son, Gobbo, being blind, he feels Lancelot's face to ascertain that he is actually his son. Gobbo, her name is Marjorie. Indeed, I'll be sworn, if thou be Lancelot, thou art mine own flesh and blood. Lord worshipped might he be. What a beard hast thou got! Thou hast got more hair on thy chin than Dobbin, my Phil Haas, has on his tail. here her name is Marjorie, means Lancelot's mother's name is Marjorie. And I'll be sworn means I can swear, if thou be Lancelot, thou art mine own flesh and blood. I can swear now that if you are Lancelot, you are my son. After saying this, Gobbo feels Lancelot's face. Later he says, Lord worshipped might he be, means may the Lord be praised. What a beard hast thou got, what a beard you have. And then thou hast got more hair on thy chin than Dobbin, my Phil horse, has on his tail. Phil horse here, cart horse or shaft horse. What a beard you have. You have more hair on your face than Dobbin, my shaft horse, has on his tail. For that Lancelot rising, it should seem then the Dobbin's tail grows backward. I am sure he had more hair of his tail than I have of my face when I last saw him. It means Lancelot getting up means raising from his kneeling position, and he says, it seems that Dobbin's tail is growing less. Dobbin's tail grows backward means Dobbin's tail is growing less. For I am sure when I last saw him, he had more hair on his tail than I have on my face. Gobbo, Lord, how art thou changed? How dost thou and thy master agree? I have brought him a present. How agree you now? Means, Lord, how much you have changed. Here Gobbo addresses Lancelot as Lord. Lord, how much you have changed, and how do you and your master get along? How does thou and thy master agree means, how do you and your master get along? I have brought him a present. I have brought your master a present. How agree you now means, do you agree to give to him? Children, in short, when Gobbo remarked that Lancelot has more hair on his face than Dobbin, their shaft horse, has on his tail, Lancelot responded that Dobbin's tail is growing less, because when he last saw him, he had more hair on his tail than he had on his face. At this, Gobbo remarked that Lancelot has changed. Lancelot, well, but for mine own part, as I have set up my rest to run away. It means, well, as far as I am concerned, I have decided to run away. So I will not rest till I have run some ground, means I will not rest till I reach some distance. I will not rest till I reach some distance. My master's a very Jew. Give him a present. Give him a halter. It means my master is a Jew in every sense. Give him a present. Give him rather a rope to hang himself. A halter, Halter, halter means a rope to hang himself with a rope. Okay, I am famished in his service, means I always go hungry in his service. Hungry, I always go hungry in his service. You may tell every finger I have with my ribs. It means, and you could feel with your finger every rib in my body. Father, I am glad you are come. Give me your present to one Master Bassanio, who indeed gives rare new liveries. Means, Father, I am glad you have come now. Give your present to one that Master Bassanio, who gives his servants brand new uniforms. Rare new liveries means brand new uniform. Children will come to know Lancelot, he doesn't want to give that present which his father brought to Shylock. On the other hand, he wants to give that present to Master Bassanio. Master Bassanio, who gives his servants brand new uniforms. If I serve not him, if I serve not him. Means if I cannot serve him, I will run as far as God has any ground. Means I will run away until I reach the boundary of God's earth. I will run as far as God has any ground means I will run away until I reach the boundary of God's earth. Oh, rare fortune means, oh, how fortunate. Here comes the man to him, Father, for I am a Jew. If I serve the Jew any longer, oh, how fortunate I am. Here comes the same gentleman, means Bassanio. Go to him, Father, for I will be a Jew if I serve the Jew any longer. So, children, I want to sum up the conversation briefly between Lancelot and Gobbo. Earlier, Lancelot's soliloquy gives us a comic relief. Now, the comic situation builds up further when Lancelot's father, the old Gobbo, enters the scene, and Lancelot plans to play a practical joke on the poor man. Taking advantage of old Gobbo's more than sand-blind condition, he gives him wrong direction to Shylock's house and confuses him. He tells lie to his father about his own death, and after much tormenting his old father, he finally reveals his identity to him. His clowning and double meanings are quite hilarious. However, misleading his aged father seems to be crude and not amusing. Now Bassanio enters the scene with Leonardo and other servants. He is excited to leave for Belmont soon, so he makes arrangement for the dinner party to be held that night. At this time, Lancelot urges his father to recommend him to Bassanio, and both of them, after much play of words, present their request to Bassanio. Okay, let us see now. Bassanio, you may do so, but let it be so hasted that supper be ready at the farthest by 5 o'clock. See these letters delivered. Put the liveries to making and desire Gratiano to come anon to my lodging. So here Bassanio gives instruction to one of his servant, to a servant. These lines mean, you may do so, but do it fast so that supper is ready latest by 5 o'clock. Take care, and these letters are to be delivered. So these are all the instruction given by Bassanio to his servant. So first he asked him to arrange the supper quickly and by 5 o'clock, and also he asked him to take care of those letters and that is supposed to be delivered at proper time. Place orders for the servant's uniform. Okay, put the liveries to making means place orders for the servant's uniform, and also request Gratiano to come immediately to my house. So 4 instructions given by Bassanio to one of his servants. Lancelot. Now Lancelot is urging his father to recommend him to Bassanio. Lancelot, to him, father, means he is pushing his father towards Bassanio. Go to him, father, Gobbo. After seeing Bassanio, Gobbo says, God bless your worship, meaning God bless you, sir. Bassanio, gramercy, wouldst thou art with me, means thank you and may God's mercy be on you. Do you want anything from me? That's the meaning for wouldst thou art with me, means do you want anything from me? Gobbo. Here's my son, sir, a poor boy, means here is my son, sir, a poor boy. Lancelot, not a poor boy, sir, but the rich Jew's man. That would, sir, as my father shall specify. So here Lancelot says he is not a poor boy, but he is a servant of the rich Jew. He wishes, and afterwards he didn't say anything. Later he told that my father will explain everything to you. Gobbo, he hath a great infection, sir, as one would say to serve. Here infection means interest. He is very keen to serve. he is very keen to serve, as one might say, as one would say, means as one might say. Lancelot, indeed the short and the long is, I serve the Jew and have a desire as my father shall specify. Again Lancelot is in a roundabout way coming and asking Bassanio, but he did not reveal his plan directly to him. So what he says, the long and the short of it is that I am in the service of the Jew, and now he wants to, he didn't complete at all. Later he told that my father will explain everything to you. Gobbo, his master and he, saving your worship's reverence, are scars cater cousins. Means his master and he, with all due respect to you, sir, hardly get along with each other. Okay, Keta cousin, CATR, Keta cousin means good friends with each other. His master and he hardly get along with each other. Lancelot, to be brief, the very truth is that the Jew, having done me wrong, doth cause me, as my father being, I hope, an old man, shall fructify unto you. It means, Lancelot says, in short, the truth is that the Jew has done injustice to me. The Jew having done me wrong means the Jew has done injustice to me. He has caused me, as my old father will tell you. Again is telling that my old father will explain everything to you. My father shall fructify unto you means he will tell everything to you. Gobbo, I have here a dish of doves that I would bestow upon your worship, and my suit is. So here Gobbo brought a dish of doves in order to give to Bassanio, which I would like to give to you, sir. And afterwards he was telling that my request is, my suit, SUIT, suit means my request is. Lancelot, in very brief, the suit is impertinent to myself, as your worship shall know by this honest old man. And though I say it, though old man, yet poor man my father. Lancelot says, in short, his request is concerning me. Your honor will come to know about it from this honest old man. Honest old man, here he refers to his father. Although I, his son, say it, he is my father, though old and poor. Bassanio, one speak for both, what would you? So Bassanio was a little bit confused. So he was asking, let any one of you speak for both. Let one of you speak for both. Now what do you want? What would you means what do you want? When old Gobbo delays in asking Bassanio to accept his son Lancelot in his service, Lancelot cuts him short and tells Bassanio that he wants to serve him. See the lines, Lancelot, serve you sir, means to serve you sir. Gobbo, that is the very defect of the master, sir, means that is the gist of our request, sir. Bassanio, I know thee well. Thou hast obtained thy suit. Shylock thy master spoke with me this day, and hath preferred thee, if it is preferment, to leave a rich Jew's service to become the follower of so poor a gentleman. It means Bassanio informs them that Lancelot has already been recommended to him by Shylock, and he would take him in his service. But he asked Lancelot whether he would prefer to leave a rich Jew's service to become the follower of so poor a gentleman. It means Bassanio says that I know you well and I agree to your request also. Shylock, your master spoke to me about you today. That's the meaning for Shylock, thy master spoke with me this day and hath preferred thee, means he has recommended you to me. If it is preferment, means if it is a promotion to leave the service of a rich Jew to serve a poor man like me, means do you want to serve a poor man like me? So if we compare Shylock and Bassanio, he tells that he is a little bit poorer than whom Shylock. So he was asking, do you want to serve a poor man like me? For that, to this Lancelot wittily replies in the next lines, you have the grace of God, sir, and he hath enough. See the next line. The Lancelot, the old proverb is very well parted between my master Shylock and you, sir. You have the grace of God, sir, and he hath enough. It means, Lancelot says, the old proverb is applicable equally to you and my master Shylock. Children, try to understand. The old proverb is applicable to you, equally to you and my master Shylock. What is that old proverb here refers to? The grace of God is wealth enough. So he says it is not in that sense you have God's blessings and Shylock has enough. You have the grace of God. You here refers to Bassanio. Bassanio has God's blessings and grace. On the other hand, Shylock has enough wealth. Okay, Bassanio, thou speakest it well. Go, father, with thy son. Take leave of thy old master and inquire my lodging out. Let it his followers, give him a livery more guarded than his fellows. See it done. Bassanio is very much impressed with Lancelot and immediately orders his servant to arrange for a new set of uniform for him. See, thou speakest it well means you speak well. Go, father, with your son. Father here refers to Gobo. Take leave of your old master and then find out the way to my house. See, inquire my lodging out means find out the way to my house. Later to his followers, he tells, give him a uniform. Give Bassanio a uniform with more decorations or ornamental stripes. Here, more guarded than his fellows mean more ornamental and decoration stripes than that of my other servant. Make sure this is done. Lancelot. Father in, I cannot get a service. No, I have never a tongue in my head. Well, if any man in Italy have a fairer table which doth offer to swear upon a book, I shall have good fortune. Go to, here's a simple line of life. Here's a small trifle of wives. Allah's 15 wives is nothing. 11 widows and 9 maids is a simple coming in for one man. And then to scap drowning thrice and to be in peril of my life with the edge of a feather bed. Here are simple scapes. Well, if fortune be a woman, she is good wench for this gear. Father, come, I'll take my leave of the Jew in the twinkling of an eye. Here Lancelot says, come along, father. You said that I could not get a job. You said that I could not speak for myself. Well, no man in the world of Italy has a more fortunate palm than myself. That is the meaning for, if any man in Italy have a fairer table which doth offer to swear upon a book, I shall have good fortune. Means no man in the whole of Italy has a more fortunate palm which he places on the Bible when he is taking an oath than myself. Swear upon a book. That book here refers to Bible. Go to, here's a simple line of life. Here's a small trifle of wives. Allah's 15 wives is nothing. 11 widows and 9 maids is a simple coming in for one man. Here the palm reading by Lancelot provides the audience a comic relief and foretells the good fortune that may happen in the life of Lancelot. After reading his palm, Lancelot foretells that he will have a long life. He will marry a large number of wives, 11 widows and 9 maids in all. He will escape thrice from drowning and will have a hairbreadth escape once from falling out from a feather bed. So here he says, therefore I will have a better luck showing his palm to his father and saying, see, here's my line of life. And here's showing his palm to his father, he was telling like that, here is a small unimportant line which refers to marriage, and I shall marry 15 wives. These are not too many, 11 widows and 9 virgins, a good record for one man. And later he was telling, then I will be saved from drowning thrice and be in danger of my life from falling out from a feather bed. These are simple escapes. Well, if fortune is a woman, she is good at this kind of fortune telling. Come, father, I shall take my leave from the Jew in a short while. Here I want to give one classical allusion for fortune. Fortune is represented as blindfolded because it favors somebody whether good or bad without using its discretion. It is personified as a lady holding a rudder which decides the course of life, and she is represented as standing on a wheel which is being turned by the hand of God. Okay. Bassanio, I pray thee, good Leonardo, think on this. These things being bought and orderly bestowed, written in haste, for I do feast tonight. My best esteemed acquaintance, hie thee go. Here Bassanio says he was asking Leonardo to think about that, to think about this. Later, these things being bought and orderly bestowed means when you have bought those things and packed them properly, come back quickly. For I am giving a dinner tonight to my intimate friend. See, for I do feast tonight my best esteemed acquaintance, meaning I am giving a dinner tonight to my intimate friend. Please hurry up. Hie thee go. Please hurry up. Leonardo, my best endeavors shall be done herein, means I shall do my best in the matter. By this time, enter Gratiano. As Lancelot and his father leave, Gratiano enters and makes a request to Bassanio to let him accompany him to Belmont. Bassanio agrees on the condition that Gratiano will behave like a gentleman and will keep his tongue and wild spirits under control. Here enter Gratiano. Gratiano, where is your Gratiano to Leonardo? Gratiano, where is your master? Leonardo, yonder, sir, he walks. Meaning he is walking over there, sir. Gratiano, Signor Bassanio. Bassanio, Gratiano. Gratiano, I have a suit to you. Means I have a favor to ask from you. Gratiano. Then Bassanio, you have obtained it, meaning it is already granted. Gratiano, you must not deny me. I must go with you to Belmont, means you must not refuse my request. I want to come with you to Belmont. Bassanio, why then you must? But hear thee, Gratiano, thou art too wild, too rude and bold of voice, parts that become thee happily enough, and in such eyes as ours appear not false, but where thou art not known, why there they show something too liberal. Pray thee, take pain to allay with some cold drops of modesty thy skipping spirit, lest through thy wild behavior I be misconstrued in the place I go to and lose my hopes. Here Bassanio speaks these words to Gratiano when the latter makes a request to him to permit him to accompany him on the trip to Belmont. But Bassanio tells Gratiano that he is uncontrollable, blunt and rough. His wild behavior may be misunderstood at Belmont. So Bassanio advises him to control his wild behavior and tone down his lively spirits by exercising moderation. So Bassanio asks Gratiano to behave properly in Belmont because he fears that for people who don't know Gratiano, his behavior will appear as faulty. His wild behavior will be misunderstood at Belmont, and Bassanio may lose all chances of marrying Portia. That's what he says in these lines. Bassanio, then you will accompany me. then you must means you will accompany me, but listen. Listen, Graciano. You are uncontrollable, rough and blunt. See, wild, rude and bold of voice means Graciano, you are uncontrollable, rough and blunt. Such things are tolerated here and with friends like us. See, the parts means these qualities that become the happily enough, and in such eyes as ours. OURS, ours means such things are tolerated and with friends like us. They are not considered as false, appear not false, but where thou art not known, when thou art not known, where you are not known, they appear as false. Okay, so here again Bassanio requests Graciano to control his wild spirit by putting up a modest temper. See the word pray thee, take pain to allay. Allay means his moderate temper with some cold drops by putting some cool verse. Control his wild spirits by putting up a polite words, by putting up a modest temper. Otherwise, your wild behavior may be misunderstood. Misconstrued means misunderstood in the place where I am going, and it could shatter my hopes. Okay, Graciano. Signia Bassanio, hear me. If I do not put on a sober habit, talk with respect and swear but now and then, wear prayer books in my pockets, look demurely, nay, more, while grace is saying, hood mine eyes, and thus with my hat and sigh and say amen. Use all the observance of civility like one well studied in a sad ostent to please his grandam. Never trust me more. Graciano says, Lord Bassanio, hear me. If I do not behave modestly, talk with politeness, swear rarely, carry a prayer book in my pocket, and look modest in my outlook, do not trust me again. That's the meaning for if I do not put on a sober habit, talk with respect, and swear but now and then, wear prayer book in my pocket, look demurely, nay more, while grace is saying, hood mine eyes, thus with my hat and sigh and say amen, use all the observance of civility. And also he says, I shall go further, while the prayer before a meal is said, I will close my eyes by placing my hat before them and say amen in front of people. Then I will use all the manners of a civilized society, use all the observance of civility, and also observing all manners like the one who has learnt to put an appearance to please his grandmother. If I do not follow these things, do not trust me again. Okay, for that Bassanio, well, we shall see your bearing, well, we shall watch your behavior. So here Graciano promises to behave in a proper manner. He says that he will converse gravely and will seldom use an oath. He will carry prayer books in his pockets and look most sedate. And during the grace before meals, he will veil his eyes with his hat and solemnly say amen. He will do everything that politeness demands and follow all the customs of good manners, as though he is trying to please his grandmother by showing a quiet and serious behavior. So Bassanio tells Graciano that his rude behavior will be tolerated for the night because of the party. That's what Bassanio says, well, we shall watch your behavior. This is because Bassanio wants that night to be one of fun and mirth. He will be sorry to see Graciano in a sad mood. Bassanio would prefer to see him in his wildest spirits and be in his most amusing mood. So Graciano says, nay, but I bar tonight. You shall not gotch me, but what we do tonight. Graciano says, no, but I should be excused tonight. You must not judge me by what we do tonight. Bassanio, no, that were pity. I would entreat you rather to put on your boldest suit of mirth, or we have for we have friends, that purpose merriment, but fare you well, I have some business. Bassanio says, no, it would be a pity to do that. I request you to be in your happiest mood, for we have friends to entertain. Well, goodbye for now. I am busy with some other business. Graciano, and I must to Lorenzo and the rest, but we will visit you at the supper time. Graciano says, now I must join Lorenzo and the others, but we will see you at supper time. They departed. Here, Graciano makes a promise to observe all manners and civility, but Graciano begs Bassanio's permission to revel that night at the dinner Bassanio is giving to his friends. Bassanio also agrees to his proposal. Children, hope that you have understood this Act 2, Scene 2. Children, you must know the 3 sections in this scene. In the first session, Lancelot Gobbo indulges in a long soliloquy and finds his conscience in conflict with the devil. Later, he decides to join Bassanio's service and also teases his father by pretending to be dead. In the second section, Lancelot joins Bassanio's service and Bassanio gets ready to leave for Belmont. In the third section, Graciano requests Bassanio to let him accompany him to Belmont. Bassanio grants his request on condition that he would behave properly and keep control over his tongue. Again, refer the lines from the textbook, children. Understand the meaning. Study the question and answers which is given already as assignments. If it is God's will, we'll meet in the next class. Thank you.